and Wagwado Focarinos. What's happening here then? I want to welcome you back to round 2 of the Euro Racers Mad Hour here on GT Sport. So we're just going to wait until things progress, so please just bear with us in the meantime, and then we'll get back commentating. Alrighty, so as we now begin round 2 of this GLR Races Mad Hour event here at France. Drivers lining up, revving their engines. Totally different. You can see the track and the positions now. And the drivers are go, go, go as they enter the first corner here at, I have no idea how to pronounce this, Saint-Cloud. We're going to call it Saint-Cloud today. Just coming to the first corner, we've got Seal now in 3rd position, right behind Mikey. Enra coming up in 4th position, which is probably not going to stay that way given his performance here in his last race. Mikey now coming up into this left-hand corner. Seal taking it a little bit wide. Looks it's gone a bit too wide there. Tyres on the grass, obviously losing traction. He's had to just control the car there, which means he's now lost that position and given it back to Enra, which looks like the first race that we have just seen with Seal chasing Enra down. Looks like Seal's now back in that position. Enra chasing Mikey. And Mikey chasing Inter. With the 11 out of 10 livery there, and coming up to this hard left-hander after a very long straight. Mikey doing his very best to hold on to into there in P1. Mikey having a little bit of a look there, just telling it, do you know what, I am going to be having a little look-see, just so you're aware. It's going to be having to do the best now to maximise his... Oh, nearly lost it there, which is very easy to do with these cars. It's lucky that you've got maximum downforce, well, not maximum downforce, but a lot of downforce with these Group X cars that might not have stuck then, but luckily it's made it stick, and that means... we are watching yet again a repeat of history here with these drivers. Now Mikey in the previous race, he was running an absolutely solid race. Hats off to Mikey, he did really, really well. Had an incident coming up to the penultimate corner of this track in which he just clipped, or rather smashed into the barrier. Well, I say smashed, but not a clip. In between a clip and a smash. And that's caused him the last race. And Enra is well within slipstream. Why can't I change my camera? Switch keyboards. I'm so confused. Why can't I change my camera? Well, whatever. We'll stick with this. Enra looks like he's lost a little bit of a gap to Seal there, so he's going to want to maximise his lap times now and focus on getting the fastest laps he can to be able to get in that slipstream range of Seal and pull him back in. We're going to jump on board with player one, position one, Mikey. Again, struggling with that track at the beginning, but he's hunkered down, he's learned what he needed to, and he's getting the most out of this high-powered, high aerodynamic Group X BMW. I would like to know the actual horsepower of these vehicles. So we can see all of the drivers in one camera shot there. As we're coming up to a left-hander. We're trail braking through this corner, keeping that front end pinned down, giving it a little bit of rotation, and we enter of the bridge, which is a long straight coming off a fast corner, so we're into a very heavy braking section and a very quick corner here. So we're going to be watching into as he just clips the apex there, doing his best to keep up with Mikey. He wants and needs that slipstream to pull Mikey back in. Mikey leading the race, no one to follow, no one to pull him in. We're going to jump on board with Seal now. Looks like he's running an absolutely solid race this time. And Enra just clipping that curb, which Mikey did in the first race, which is where Mikey actually spun out. Or was it? No, sorry. It was the beginning of the bridge. He just clipped the car, and it was like a 45-degree angle rather than a barrier. So hitting that at 100 mile an hour, if you will, is an insta spin. So Enra is going to really want to be hunkering down now, especially if he wants a shot at a podium. You literally have 75% of a chance of winning a podium in this race. So you have a 25% chance of losing. Judging by Enra's first race, although I've just realised that he may have a horsepower decrease and a weight increase because he won the first race. Which again changed the whole dynamics of your braking points, your turning points. So we're going to jump back on board with Seal now, and he is well and truly caught up with Inter now, so this has changed the game. We're back onto some action here. We've got Seal in the opposite side of the world from me in Australia. He is literally upside down. Chasing Inter. It's not going to be long till we see Seal make a move here, so we're just going to jump on board with Interpol. As Seal, yep, he makes his move as he shows his nose, and he is side by side as they come up to the first corner here after the start finish straight at this track, and has made it stick, but can Inter get that run back out? He's well within that slipstream range, and he may have got a good run out there, so we could very quickly see a change of hands yet again. Lots of corners in this track with elevation changes. One mistake and you are out. It's very difficult to come back on this specific track. whether you hit the grass or whether you hit the bridge, it's going to ruin your day. So Mikey, running in first position, he is going to want to not make a repeat of history. I believe he was in first position last time, and pushed just a little bit too much on this corner here, and the back end just touched that, as you can see just there. Look, as the drivers pass, and that's what it was that made it spin out. Very unfortunate. Regardless, that is racing, and we are the ones in control of the car, so we live and learn. You can't fault his skills, as he's rocking first place here. Can't even see second and third position. He's made a big gap, and I don't necessarily think Seal or Inter have necessarily made any mistakes, so that's Mikey running a solid race here. Interpol is now losing position to Seal, even with slipstream, so oh no, Seal has just gone off, which means that is going to give Inter the run here. We've got a little bit of a long straight. He probably is just within slipstream range now, so he's not going to be looking to make a move, but he's going to be wanting to capitalise on this long straight here, coming up to the start finish. As we enter the first corner of this race, there you can see Mikey leading the race, turning into the right hand corner. That driver 2 and 3 are now entering, clipping that apex, which is beautiful to see with these cars. It's very easy to get carried away with that throttle and it just drag you away. So you can see he's actually starting to push just a little bit, wanting to keep up with Seal, and if these guys work together, they have a chance of getting in range of P1 Mikey. Enra looks like he's struggling a little bit. I'm going to assume that's because of the decrease in performance of his car. Mikey coming up to the corner where it all went wrong, and he nearly did that again, or it seemed that way. God, that made me nervous for him, bless him. Seal still looks like he's got a pretty decent position, but we've got Inter now coming hard on the brakes, hard left, doing his best to keep up with position 2 here. You can see the weight of the car really wanting to unsettle itself, with Paul pushing the car as hard as he can here. These cars are a little bit more forgivable with being pushed hard because they're more designed to, but regardless, smooth does equal fast, and it looks like Seal and Inter into the pits. Does that mean Enra will? Yes, he will. So that means those 2 drivers have gone in the pits, and Mikey has gone in the pits too. So Mikey now all with a brand new set of tyres. I'm not sure what compound is on. It would be nice if the colour was on the side. And we can hear that driver disappear off into the distance as Mikey continues his reign in first position. And Enra can see player 2 and 3 entered the right hand corner. So really we're going to keep our eyes on player 2 and 3 here, because that's where the action is leading us. We've got Guinness logo versus Guinness logo. Comment below which is your favourite. We have Seal with the GLR camo Guinness livery. You've got esports on there. 55 is his number. It's nice to see that he has that on there as well. We've got the pub, which is a nice little touch for the club there for all the little GLR boys. And above his number on the side, I believe says GLR Esports. Guinness. Ah, it's just cracking. Well done, Seal. Hats off for that. Or does Interpol win the GLR livery challenge? Personally, I think it just looks very Guinness-like, which is awesome. I love the colours. But there is no GLR reference, which I'd like to have seen. If I can't see it, I do apologise. But regardless, he's still representing the GLR crew. So good on him. Vote below, comment below, who wins the GLR livery contest. And as both drivers enter the penultimate corner here, both looking as if they are maximising track width and speed. So we're going to be wanting Paul to reel him in with slipstream. It looks like they've caught up with Mikey, but probably maybe half a second there it looked like. Last lap he was much further ahead, but Mikey can play safe, he doesn't need to push. But whether he had an accident or whether he's taking it safe, I don't know. Let's jump on board with last race's winner. There he is. Rocking the Red Bull livery. Not quite GLR, but still awesome. Gotta love Seal's Whiskey File logo on the roof. For anyone watching this race after the live stream as a video, though I can't quite see the top of his roof. I do believe you. It's just sun-kissed. So it looks like Seal is well and truly beginning to gap Inter. It doesn't look like Inter's necessarily going to get that place back unless any mistakes are made by Seal. Seal's lap times are a little bit too fast for, and you can see Inter is pushing that car as hard as he can in the hope that he can get within the magical 750 milliseconds. And we're a little bit wide there. That was probably his last chance of getting in within slipstream range, but anything can happen. Seal can mess up in any one of these number of corners, so anything is up for play, given by Mikey's performance. Going from first to last, anything is possible. And let's jump on board quickly with Mikey. You can now see Seal in the background there, chasing player one down. You can definitely smell blood. Whether he can get there in time is yet to be seen. It does look as if Mikey well and truly has gap. Just go around that corner, just making sure he doesn't clip it. He's well and truly gapped position 2 and 3. So he just really needs to focus on bringing that BMW home. fight for P2. It looks like Seal is well and truly continuing to apply maybe a minor amount of pressure, but pressure nevertheless to position 1 Mikey. Let's see if he can hold on to this race and not fluff it like race 1. I'm sure he can. But anything goes in these races. Nice and smooth, Mikey. Just like a nice pint of Guinness. There it is. I couldn't have said it better myself. You just got to bring it home like pouring the perfect pint. So as we enter the final remaining laps here of the GLR Racers Mad Hour. Oof. Seal not necessarily close there, but definitely pushing it on the exit. Is probably wanting to keep that gap and also capitalize on catching up to. I thought that was a little bit hot going into there. Just missed the apex on entry, and I assume had to wait to get on the throttle coming out of that corner. But that is a corner that leads from a very long straight, so you're very heavy on the brakes. And if you're half a second late, 3/10, you're going to pay for it. And into now. Looks like he's running beautiful lines. He's still pushing. It's awesome to see. These guys are definitely pushing their cars. So we're going to see whether he can capitalize. These decisions that he's making throughout the course of this race. And it looks like Mikey from P1 to P2 has neither lost nor gained any time, and nor is in any danger. So it is really about P3 hunting down P2. And Enra looks like he's really struggling with pace, not with car control, but with pace. Maybe that's the weight ballast, increase in weight ballast, and decrease in power. I'm not sure. Regardless, he is suffering in this race, bless him. And Mikey has just passed the corner of doom as he comes up to the heavy braking section. Into the left, can he hit the apex? Yes, he can. Maximising that track width. Can Seal at the apex? Yes, he can. Into maximising that apex. A little bit sideways on the exit there. That probably was because the car was a little bit unsettled going over the curbs. Continue here. Races not too far away from each other. absolutely anything can happen at any given moment, and Seal just clipping the gravel there. I believe that's going to dirty his tyres. It's going to take 2 or 3 corners for him to get maximum grip back. Not sure whether that's going to affect his position too much, but again, it's all about getting into range of the slipstream. If he can just continue his lap times, then that slipstream will help him indeed. Passing the corner of doom. We'll call it Mikey's corner of doom. Mikey's corner. Sorry. But I cannot fault anyone's driving. Everyone is running an absolutely solid race. By the looks of things, as we enter the final moments of this race, Mikey passing Mikey's corner there, with his car still fully intact, which means Mikey is well and truly within the running of a podium here, well-deserved podium I might add. Seal pushing very hard, having to come off the accelerator there. If Inter's got a good run out of there, he might get a good run coming through these sections of corners where you are flat on the gas. Capitalise through all of this track, still not being able to get in his slipstream though. If he's in his slipstream, he would have well and truly caught up and given Seal a minor heart attack. Mikey now entering the start finish. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch these events unfold. Like I mentioned, Mikey had a very unfortunate situation on Mikey's corner in round 1, but he's held it together. Race 2 has shown off. Mikey passing Mikey's corner. Now has lost a little bit of the gap from Seal, so it looks as though these driver positions are set, and Enra there looking like he may have some okay. I think okay, Enra knows the coding of this game. Beautiful work by Enra and Interpol there. Ending the race in the only way you should. Well done, Mikey, and you also got the fastest lap, so going from not knowing the track to P1 is indeed a victory to be proud of. So well done, Mikey. You now have a corner named after you. So the GLR Mikey's corner. So thank you to anyone who has watched this live, and also race 1, which is a separate stream. So you can watch race 1 and race 2 on separate streams. As we come to the closing moments here, take a little bit of appreciation between these BMWs. Absolutely beautiful looking cars. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate for the races, Mad Hour, for GLR. Thank you boys for having me along. I hope you guys have enjoyed the commentary. And I most certainly look forward to the next ones. And to finish off, like I say, for anyone that's watching these and for anyone that's enjoyed these, of course, please smash that like. It only helps me as a YouTuber. And if you're looking to get involved in racing groups, then GLR and TMK444 are there to help and assist in the ways that we will be having esports races, drive meets, just looking for people and drivers that are passionate about it and not looking to ruin other people's races. It's a lot of fun getting involved with seasons that are, you know, with the same drivers and respectful, and you know, it's just a lot of fun. So it's nice to be able to do a small race with 4 drivers here, drivers that are very active in the GLR esports lobby on Discord, which I urge you all to join alongside my own Discord channel, TMK Racing 444. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself. Ciao ciao.